Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 74 yards. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Looky here, a touchdown, a two-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Here's Browning. Now he's forced out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Looking deep here for Chase. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Throwing, Jones. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now Browning. Sliding out of the pocket. And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Does the big boy have the juice? Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
To throw, Browning. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15.
And they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Running again with Barkley on second down. And some room to work. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Jones. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback.
Touchdown, Giants! Darren Waller, 29 yards. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mixon up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Open man is Chase, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there. The 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 34 yards. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will cut the lead down to 15. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They begin with a run by Mixon. On the tackle, it was Dane Belton. Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went ahead and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones going up top. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. out of the shotgun. They run with Mixon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Browning. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. On 1st and 10, Jones, flush to his right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones eluding the pressure right. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before break. Browning looking deep here for Chase. Oh, and that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to run the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Browning. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Browning. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got to find.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Down to about the 37. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Looking to throw. Jones flushed out right. That ball caught by Slayton. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Browning. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Browning looking deep here for Chase. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
73 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones, a throw completed to Hyatt.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Jones now on first down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Jones throwing on first down. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Barkley is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Dancing to his left. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one. But I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they got 2 for 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty... I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He'll air this one out for Boyd. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Jones on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. That one finds Hyatt. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 82 yards. And the Giants have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On 1st down, Browning escaping the pressure right. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way.
Touchdown, Bengals! T. Higgins, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe two more plays. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.